We went to the city yesterday and picked up the chicken feed. We always get it on a pallet, so we don't have to buy it for a while. Cowboy's putting it in the shed. So it's kind of a big job going to the city and buying up our chicken feed, but we do pick it up, order it, and they put it on a pallet and wrap it with plastic so that we can get it home in one piece. And Cowboy just uses a bobcat to get it a lot closer to our grain shed. And then he fills up my cans for me right here, so I can dip out of them very easily in the morning. And here we still have a stack of some grain for the winter, because even though it feels like spring out, I know we're going to get more snow, and it's nice to have a stock pile for a while. I'm just trying to sweep out the main part of the floor. I never did get my deep cleaning done in here yet, as you can see. I will one of these days, but it's just not the right timing yet, I guess. So, but for now, this is going to be really nice to have filled up, piled up, and ready to go. So while I'm getting these all unloaded here, or Cowboy unloaded them for me actually, and I've been trying to feed them up, the chickens. I'm going to get a little bit of mineral out for both pens for our goats, because they are all getting pregnant now too, and they need that mineral. We got them a iodized salt block for one pen that didn't have it yesterday. So it's just some of those things you got to do on your homestead if you got critters. And we've got some cow mineral here for cows. I like to buy a bag of sunflower seeds. I give a little scoop in the evening to the chickens with their scratch, especially if it's really cold out. But I'm feeling pretty good about getting this little grain shed stocked up for a few days, or you know, I don't know how long that's going to last us. I guess we could check it out and see. When it's cold, they eat a lot more. We can get about 3 bags in each pan or can here. And so I got 10 of each, the layer pellet and the scratch feed, and I mix it. And this I'm just going to use a little later on for my goats. Maybe when it gets closer to kidding time, so I have something in the barn for them. So I better finish this up. Cowboy and I need to unload some sheeting off of the trailer, and I need to finish feeding goats. So I got everybody fed, and they're happy. And here's little Pedro. Oh, naughty. They have horns. They definitely are boss, but she's such a sweet goat otherwise, so she gets to stay around. They just all learn to run around her. There's the little zebu heifer. She just lives with the goats. There's our Billy, Charlie. So hopefully everybody's getting bred and we'll have babies in the spring. It's kind of windy out. I came in to water my chickens, and I hate to leave because it feels pretty good in the chicken coop right now. But anyway, just getting chores done. So glad we went to the city yesterday. Well, the roads were good, no storm, and we got a grain. And I'm going to have to shut this gate or my chickens are going to get out. Sometimes I just don't have enough hands. I had to grab my chicken door, or everybody would have been out the front way, and it would have been chicken roundup by the end of the day. They can go out in their chicken run. It's easier. Otherwise they go and they find, I'm holding it shut if it looks a little weird. They usually go and find a hay bale, or they'll go to the barn, or, you know, they'll go somewhere to lay an egg where they shouldn't. And then it's hard to find those eggs. So I like to keep them contained somewhat. I would love to let them out free range all the time, but they just will not cooperate. There's some really, really stubborn ones. So anyway, I got to head over to the shop because Cowboy's waiting on me. It's making room for us to put a pallet with all the sheeting on. Right there. Because what we need the sheeting for is as you come in this door from the shop, it's going to be 10 foot wide this way and a wall coming this way. And so that's what that sheeting's for. And then there'll be a loft up on top of the roof so that we have storage space above. So it will be a 10 by 40 room. Third of the bunk unloaded. Now we got to go load the Bobcat again with another third. And I have to be careful so he doesn't back into this pickup. Got pretty dang close, cowboy. Load number 2 coming through. Got the pickup moved out of the way so we don't have a wreck there. More room now with that pickup gone. I'm liking this. We don't have to pick up the sheets and put on the Bobcat. This is the last load. Hopefully he's a little off the ground, but I think it's gonna work. There we go. It's so nice to be able to have equipment like this on the Homestead. Saves a lot of extra lifting. So we've got that unloaded. Won't be long. I need to run in and check on our dinner. I've got some cauliflower in the steamer on the wood stove, and I'm sure I'm going to need another log on the fire. But we kind of got busy out here, unloading chicken grain and unloading the chipboard, or OSB, whatever you call it. I don't know. All I know is Cowboy's got a pretty nice shop now. And he'll probably be building on the room here real soon. That just saved us a lot of hands-on lifting. All we had to do was slide it onto the forks. That made it so much easier. Whew, it feels good in here. I've been out in just a vest and a shirt, and it's a little chilly with the breeze, so I came in to throw another log on the fire. I'm steaming some cauliflower right now, but I think our stove probably needs another log. Then we're going to go ahead and, yeah, it's about out. We have the feed pickup running, and I was kind of worried for that because he was pretty close to it with the Bobcat. And anyway, we got it started and moved out of the way, and since it's running, we've decided we're going to go ahead and go feed the goats a little bale, hay from the bale, and probably take the rest either up to the cows or the horses or something. So I better finish filling this stove and shut the draft down and head back out. So the reason I'm steaming a little cauliflower is I'm going to kind of try to do Miss Lori's recipe that she did. Was it yesterday on Whippoorwill Holler? She had some cauliflower, some chicken, some sour cream, some cream cheese, some shredded cheese, some salsa verde, and I'm going to try to get that put together a little later on and have us a good meal. But for now, it's just going to sit here and wait till I get back to the house. Time to spread out a little more hay. Hi, girls. You got a piece of pallet stuck. Come here, Pedro. Come here. Come here, Pedro. Come here, Pedro. Let's get a picture of you. Come on. Hi. Hi. He's a little sweetheart. Okay, we got part of the bale fed to the goats, and now we've got some hay ready for the cows. Ah, Millie. Millie and Maggie. They were about out of feed. Hold on. Ha! Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. Don't want it dropping on anybody's head. There's the little bull calf I'm going to be keeping and using. So now we got to check the horses, see if they need hay. Well, looks like they've still got enough hay up there for the day. So we're not going to worry about them. Hey, little guy. He's growing. Got back to the house and we got our Costco order. It's pretty nice when you can get it sent right to your door. So earlier you saw me cooking some cauliflower on the wood stove. Well, here I just dumped out one of my jars of chicken that I had canned, and it smells so good. And look at the date, 2015. So my jar on my pantry shelf is awesome chicken, and it's looking tender. I'm just going to go ahead and break up smaller pieces, not quite as big a chunks. And I'm going to mix this with my cauliflower. I'm going to mix it with some cream cheese, sour cream, and some salsa verde, and stick it back in the oven with some cheese and have us a hot casserole. But this cheese, or this chicken, oh, it smells so good. So 2015, folks, is when I canned this. And look at it. It's yummy. Here's my cooked cauliflower. That needed to be used up in the fridge. So I have my home canned chicken. I have some cauliflower that needed to be cooked up in the refrigerator. I've kind of steamed that, pre-cooked it. And I've added sour cream, cream cheese, salsa verde, and this is what I had in the fridge at the time. And so I added that, and now I'm going to go ahead and add just some regular mixed of cheese, shredded cheese, maybe a couple handfuls, and stir this up, and I'll put it in a casserole dish, stick it in my cook stove, and this is going to smell and taste wonderful. So it's been one of those crazy days. I'm sorry for the popping in and out real quick here and there, but that's the way our morning went. And we did get our chicken feed unloaded. We got our lumber unloaded. We got goats fed, cows fed. The Costco order came just as we were done doing chores, and so we unloaded that, took all the boxes outside, so that was another job. We sat down, had a cup of coffee and a protein bite because we have not ate since yesterday evening about 7 o'clock. We cut it off, and I was going to have this done ready for us, but as usual, I'm late getting it in the oven. So we figured a protein bite with our cup of coffee would help us hold on another hour, and then we'll be ready to eat this. So I got to finish stirring it up, get it into a pan, and get it into the wood cook stove. So I've got it all in my little roaster pan, and if you want to have the directions or the exact measurements and exactly how to do this, go over to Lori at Whippoorwill Holler, and you will get to see her video, one of her latest videos of how she did this. I'm just kind of following slightly, not completely, just with what I had, and it's still going to make it really good, but she had a few more tips on her video, so go check that out. But I'm going to stick this in our wood stove, and hopefully, in about a half hour or more, it will probably be done, and Cowboy and I can have something. And I'm going to tell Cowboy, he's going to kind of frown probably at the cauliflower in there. He eats it, not a favorite. He'd rather it be potato, but I'm going to tell him his buddy Danny over at Whippoorwill Holler is eating it this way during the week. So he really should too, right, Lori? So we do have the little casserole in the cook stove, and it's plenty warm in here, but I'm going to try to keep my fire going to get this casserole done. And it looks like I will need to add another log to the fire. But I just want to thank you for following us along today. It was a little bit of a crazy day, kind of quick clips in between, but I didn't have my tripod to set the camera. And, you know, when you're busy doing something, you know, you don't want to just stop every time and try to set up camera, and you just want to get the job done because you've got another job waiting. And so that's why you just got clips today of what was happening, but that's what was happening on the homestead today. And I'm going to turn you around here a minute and show you, we even got all the, my glasses are glaring, all the groceries from Costco unloaded. And yes, we were in the big city, and yes, I could have went to Costco. We were on that end of town, but this old prairie girl has figured out if I don't need the fresh stuff, I can sit in my recliner, I can sit and put buy now, go to the Costco site, and over $75 is free shipping. I don't have to push that big cart around the store and dodge people. I don't have to lug those big boxes around, or big, you know, quantities. I don't have to try to push that full cart around. Sometimes Cowboy comes in with me, but sometimes he's sitting out in the pickup kind of watching what we've got in the back, making sure everything's okay there. So by the time you get that cart loaded through the counter, unloaded, loaded up again and into your cart, then get that cart pushed through the people out to the parking lot, and probably at the farthest end, because these ranchers or country folk usually have some type of trailer on the end of it. If you're going to the city, you're trying to get as much done as possible. So we more than likely have a flatbed, tilt bed trailer, or to haul lumber, or we've got a horse trailer on, and so it's parked at the far end of the Costco parking lot, not as close to the door as you'd like. So by the time you're pushing that cart out there, then unload it all, then get it home and unload it all. It wears this old prairie girl out, and Cowboy for that matter. So, you know, this is just so easy right now for us. I don't do it very often, 2-3 times a year on the big quantity stuff. I'll sit down and make out a big order of a few things just so that I keep ahead of my stock. And this was a fairly good size order. And, you know, UPS, or I guess it's FedEx, brought it right to my back door. And just as I was coming in the house from helping Cowboy feed, I'm like, drive up here. And so we got it in the back door, right through the sliding door. A lot easier. I didn't have to do anything. Cowboy lifted it from the FedEx man just slid it into our porch, and all our groceries are in the house. And he even helped me unload the boxes. So that and the boxes are gone right now. So I've got a table full of groceries to put away, but some of it goes to the root cellar, some of it just goes to my farmhouse pantry in the back room. And so it's been a big day. Besides all of this that you've been seeing clips of, I've even got my bed washed. It's in the dryer. I was going to hang it outside because it's pretty nice out, but there's enough of a breeze and I don't have the closed line. I was going to lay it over the fence, and I know it would have probably blew it down on the ground and I'd have had to start over. It would have been dirty. So I am drying them in the dryer this time, but it's just been one of those days. It's just go from one thing to the next, and that's a whirlwind here on our homestead, and you got to be a part of it. Take care, and we'll be back soon. So I'm not going to go through everything that I got, and somehow I doubled up on my canola oil, and I've got some more there. I must have had too many quantities, but that's okay. I'm going to use some of it in my soap making. That'll be coming up in the next month, as well as using it, and I'll stick it out, the extra out in my root cellar for now. And I got more nuts to go ahead and put in jars to put in the root cellar. Nuts to eat, a big thing of baking soda, coffee beans, almonds sliced for my granola that I'm about to make, and I needed more honey. Here's another honey to try. Of course, your salt and pepper. See, this is garlic and onion down here, some tuna fish, some salmon, laundry soap, dish soap, oatmeal, some cereal. We like that once in a while, as well as this, just for our evening snack for before bedtime. I ended up doubling on my parchment paper, which is okay. I've got salt and pepper, I've got olive oil, coconut oil, Worcestershire sauce, whatever you want to say, some salsa, and some pancake mix we like to have, and some more green beans to put out in the root cellar. So all in all, it was a good order, big day. Now I've got to work at this, but this might not even get touched today. We'll see. I've got too many things left to finish today and work on, but that was my right to my door grocery haul. So it's such a nice day today. I opened the inside door to my backyard just to take a look, and it feels a lot like spring today. A little breezy, but it's going to be a good week. Temperatures up into the high 40s and 50s, but it's pretty nice. Just enjoying the view from my back door. Eventually, we did get our yard fenced last year. Last summer is when we fenced this. So now we need to make some type of a deck off of this door. We've got just a temporary step down, but we plan to eventually do a deck here. But I think back here I will eventually put this spring some garlic, some strawberries, I'm not sure what all. I do want to put some flower beds out here. Maybe some rose bushes eventually. I'm not sure. I need to come out here and sit on a nice day and just decide how we want to do this. But this is our backyard, and all winter the deer have grazed out here. And when you open the door, they will jump that fence and take off for a little longer. So anyway, I need to go to the cook stove and check on our lunch. Let's take a peek. Oh my, that's bubbling. It smells so good. Yum. So I'm not on a keto diet like Miss Lori says, but definitely a good lunch. You know, just trying to eat healthier during the week so that when we do hit weekend or we have a special event, we can splurge. But we're just getting older, and it's just harder to keep it off. And so something like that is still so yummy, and it's going to be good for us. So I'm going to end this video, I think today, with I'm trying to get a couple packages wrapped up and sent off to a couple of special people, and I want to have this done so that the next time Cowboy says, let's run to town, I can take these to town. So just another little job I've been wanting to get at, and it's been sitting here. I had to find the right boxes to start with. And this one I ended up, and when she opens it, she'll see it ended up being a box from applesauce from the kids. But I made it work, and I'm going to get it in the mail. So here it is. Yum. It smells so good. It's probably a little runnier than it should be. I used the broth that was with the chicken. I just dumped it in. So it's a little bit runny, but oh, that looks good. Cauliflower and chicken and cheese, cream cheese. Okay, you get out of my hay. That was not given to me for you to eat. Get. Go on, get. Get out of here. Go on. Darn things. Anyway, it's time to gather my eggs. End of our day. It's been a pretty good one. Cowboy and I headed to town to dump the garbage, go to the post office, grabbed us a coffee, and at the post office I had a nice package from a friend in Ohio, and I'm going to go open that up real soon. And I got a package from my daughter up north. She had sent us some of their homemade deer jerky meat and the cutest calendar, farm calendar. I'll have to show it. So anyway, just gonna gather the eggs. And probably end this day with my coffee, my recliner, and the news. Only 3 eggs today, but aren't they pretty? So this was in our mail run today. My daughter from up north sent me the cutest calendar. It is so cute. Look at all those pictures for the months. And it's actually an 16-month calendar. So cute. And she's been busy making deer jerky out of their deer that they harvested this fall. And she sent us some jerky, which is delicious. Cowboy and I have been into that already. Here, from another friend online from our page, is from Sandra. She's from Ohio. She sent me all these goat books that she had, and it's so cool. She's even got her markings in it still. And here's one, and a little letter that I'm going to sit and read, and a little DVD. And here's a cute book too. This one looks really interesting. But look at under here. Look at all the special little recipes she sent. And that's going to be fun to go through this evening. Thank you, Sandra. That was very special of you. And little newspaper clippings. This is the kind of stuff I love. I've got books with pages in, and my mom always used to do this. Oh, cute. Love it. Love it, love it. Oh, this is fun. This is just like Christmas. So I'll have fun looking through all these. Thank you very much. Then I have one more thing to show everybody. And these are not even out on the newsstand yet. But I got the hot off the press Countryside magazine, and it'll be for March and April. And I don't know if you get this one, be ready, because the second page in, look what we have. I have all my photos and a little write-up that I had to send in. They picked the pictures for me. I sent them all kinds of pictures, and they put them in. And they asked me to write a little article. So this is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So I'll be watching for Countryside of the, let's see, where is it at? The March and April 2020. Have a good day, folks.